All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Game Talk. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, and my host next to me is Ryan. It's been a while. How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good.
How's your time off been?
Nice. It's going fast. It wasn't going fast, and now that it's the last day of my 3-day
Yeah,
weekend,
now all of a
now
sudden
I'm like,
you
oh
work
yeah,
tomorrow.
great.
Well, mine
Um,
was nice because I was off Friday for my mom's birthday. I told you said happy birthday, by the way.
Sick,
And then I work Saturday, but then I'm off today and tomorrow. So it's kind of almost 3 days in a row.
almost. It's not too bad.
No, the connecting days off is nice. Doesn't have to. As long as it's two, I'm happy.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often enough anymore. That's why I feel so exhausted all the time.
I know. Yeah. Well, the sleep schedule's all over the place. It's the worst. But yeah, today we're going to talk our games of the year. We're going to talk about the Game Awards, literal awards that they gave out, and then we're going to talk about sweet things that were announced and things that we're excited for.
Which will be a surprise for me because I kind of dabbled a little bit in some of the
Okay.
announcements and fun stuff, but I don't
Okay.
really know like most of it. I have no idea what is out there.
Sweet. I want to watch some of the
Yeah,
trailers, so you'll have to bring up the stream at some point because I want to watch them.
sweet.
Watch them with the peeps, even though, I mean, it will demonetize our YouTube videos that we make so much money off of, but I don't
Yeah, I mean,
care.
just when we were about to quit Walmart to
Yeah,
make some
right?
money.
If only. Okay. So I'm going to give you the option of how we want to do this. So I don't know what you pulled. I told you to pull top five, right?
hmm Yeah.
Did you do any honorable mentions? You didn't have to do that. I just did that.
I did based off of games I've watched Chris play,
Okay.
so that it's like I haven't been hands-on, but I've kind of watched and asked him questions and I'm
Okay.
intrigued by them. So those are my honorable mentions, so to speak.
Okay. So do you want to do it honorable mentions, then top five? Also, do you want to go 5 to 1? So our top game
That's
is
how I listed
last?
it.
Okay, that's how I
Yeah.
listed it too.
But let's do the honorable mentions first so we can see what's not on our top
Yeah.
five.
And I figure if you mention honorable mention that's also mine, I'll chime in and we'll talk about it. Same with our top five. So we're not
Okay.
just retreading territory kind of a thing. But if one of my tops are in your honorable mentions, I'm gonna be quiet about it, and then we will talk about it again in retread.
Okay.
Do you want to switch off? So like you do one, I do one.
Yeah.
All right. Honorable mentions. You go first.
We're doing the bottom of the list, right? Like bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, yeah. My honorable mentions
Uh,
aren't in any order, so but
okay, mine aren't super in any order, but I threw Watch Dogs Legion on there.
okay.
It looks badass. It's and Chris had a lot of fun with it, and I actually want to play it, so I had to throw that on my. It's more like a I'll get to it kind of list,
I
but
think I'll
yeah.
pick that up eventually when it's pretty
hmm
cheap, but I see that being a game that I'll have fun with but never finish kind of a game,
Fair
which
enough.
I
Yeah.
have a lot of games like that, I guess. But I think after I get over the novelty of recruiting cool people and doing so many missions, I'll just be like, all right, that's cool, and then go
Yeah.
do something
That was
else.
fun. Next,
Yeah. All right. My first honorable mention that I will talk about is Astrobot. Astrobot? Is it Astrobot?
Astro's
Astro's
Playroom.
Playroom on PlayStation 5. Yes. I really loved that game. It's shorter, so I honestly thought about putting it in my top five because I had so much fun with it, platinuming the trophy and all the PlayStation nostalgia that was done extremely well. It's just a really fun platformer with cool PlayStation references and um, a great use of the DualSense, obviously. And I love the DualSense
Yeah.
controller, and I want more games to use it well. So, yeah, that's my first one. Did you finish Astrobot?
No. No, I have not finished it.
Oh,
I
cool.
will. It's one of those where, like, I think when I'm feeling some kind of burnout, or if I don't know what to play, it's one that I can jump
Yeah,
into just
it
to
was a
kick
nice
around.
change of pace game. I was bouncing back and forth between that and some of the other PS5 games, and then I just played it really hard one day.
I should do that. I should.
Yeah.
So busy. There's so many games. I don't be mad. Uh, I
Why would
threw
I be mad?
Avengers on this honorable mentions list.
Okay, Avengers isn't on my list at all, so
Yeah, like
I loved
I love it,
Avengers and I
but it's
want to
like
go
you
back,
just
but
yeah, but you just said this the exact thing, like the novelty of it wore off really fast.
mhm.
And like they can pump whatever characters they want into it. I feel like it's not going to change it that much.
I think
Like,
until they actually up the mission variety, it's
right,
gonna be the
and
same. Like Kate Bishop
yeah,
sounds like she's fun and she's cool, but I don't want to go play and level up a new character. I want to go play as Thor and do new
yeah,
shit with Thor.
yeah. I think they'll do something to bring people back. I
I
just
hope
don't know
so.
when it'll happen. But that
I've
was
s-
on my
yeah,
honorable
and
mentions.
Avengers is really fun. Like the campaign is
Hmm.
great, like way better than I thought it was gonna be. So just campaign alone, I can see that being on your honorable mentions list for sure.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I hope that game comes back to life and they add more. I saw something that poked fun at it that Fortnite has more Marvel bosses than the Avengers game does, and I was like,
I
"Ooh,
mean,
that's rough. That's true though."
yikes.
Yeah. My next honorable mention, this also almost made it in my top, was Fall Guys because I had such a great time with Fall Guys. I do want to go back. I think season 3 or the season 3 refresh or something is happening now. There's a lot new. There's new snow levels and all kinds of shit. And I haven't played since season 1. And I got pretty good at Fall Guys. Like I was winning a decent amount, and playing with friends was just super fun. Playing with up to 4 people, and that game's just ridiculous. I had a
Yeah.
blast with it. I want to go back. I think it's installed on my PS5. I just haven't played it.
It's also on my list for
Yeah, Fall
honorable
Guys is
mention.
so fun. It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You only played it a little bit, right?
Yeah. I liked it because I've been wanting to go back, but I like my open world games and those take forever, so I
Yeah.
just get into it. Like everything else just falls to the wayside,
Right.
except for Apex. Of course, Apex. Never
That's your only non-open world
Apex.
consistent
Basically.
consistent game. All right. What's
Um,
next for you? Ah, where'd my video go?
next, next, Miles Morales.
Okay.
Um,
Because you didn't play that, right? You just watched Chris play it?
yeah. I watched him beat it in like a day and a half. So
Okay.
like just whip through it. I'm also like I'm stoked to play it. But since I haven't had it hands on, I
hmm Did
had
he
to
just
throw
buy
it
it
on my.
digitally, or is he able to like lend it to you so you can play it?
I think it was digital.
Okay.
Did you buy Miles Morales digital? I'm being yelled at. No, it's a physical copy.
Oh. Okay. See, so then you can play it. All right.
Yeah.
My next one. This is not in my top. I mean, it could be later. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So, I loved Valhalla. I still love Valhalla. I was playing it more yesterday, but I think it hasn't hooked me story-wise as much. Oh, that's a lie. I think the story actually does have me hooked, but it's the gameplay combat loop is all pretty good. What is going on? Oh, someone's posting spam in the chat. Okay. Moobot's got it covered. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because it hasn't beat out the games that are in my top 5. If I had to do a top, it would probably be 6 out of my top 6
Yeah.
was Valhalla. So I did kind of get addicted to it again. I was like, I kind of want to kill stuff because I was playing Temtem a little bit, and I'm like, I kind of want to cut heads off. So then I went back to
I get
Assassin's
that.
Creed. And
I
I was
get
playing
that.
that for a few hours. I'm probably going to play that and Temtem today. I played a little Temtem this morning. Still haven't
Oh
played
man.
much of Temtem, which I'm sure we'll talk about at length
Yeah, let's do
later.
that.
Yeah. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it is really fun, and it is the most time I've put into Assassin's Creed games since Black Flag,
Weak.
probably. Odyssey I put a lot of time into, but I'm already
Really
almost
gotta
at,
pump those numbers up, man.
I'm almost at 50 hours on uh, Assassin's Creed, which is more than I put into Odyssey, I think. Want to be famous? Show me your butt. That's what Kool-Aid says. He did also say just kidding, but
I mean, who can never be sure?
how's it going, man? All right. What is your next honorable mention?
The last one.
The last one? Did you have 4?
Is this number 5?
No. I only talked about
My
3 so far.
Oh, sick. Cyberpunk. So
Okay.
Chris bought it. I'm watching
Yeah.
him play it.
I saw he was playing it.
It is fucking dope. Like it looks great. I've been just reading reviews, not reviews, but people shitting on it, and then all
Yeah.
the people coming to defend it. Like, I think part of the problem, not
It's
to
been
spin off too
polarizing.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they've been talking and hyping this game up so much for
Mhm.
years that I think
Yeah.
people are stuck thinking it was going to be perfect.
Right. Well, they
Um,
also advertise it as the next generation,
right.
the next
Which I think
level
it
of
is.
role-playing game.
It's just glitchy and buggy, which I get.
See, everything, like, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna play Cyberpunk at some point
Yeah.
when they do the next gen version, but they advertise it as like the next level of role playing where it changes the wheel. But everything I've read is that it hasn't. That doesn't mean it's bad. It's still a great role playing game, but it's
Hmm.
not like this next level. Your decision making is different than anything you've ever seen in video games, because that's not what it is from what I've seen. But that's
Yeah.
not a bad thing at all. I think that's caused some people thought it was going to be this revolutionary role playing game, and it's just a amazing role playing game, not a
Yeah.
revolution, which is totally cool. Like, I don't need a reinvented role playing game from CD Projekt Red. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. They're still crushing it, but
Yeah, I've heard the
yeah.
bugs are bad even on next
Yeah.
gen. It runs better on like PS5 and Series X. Dylan
Yeah.
booted it up on his Xbox One, like his base black OG Xbox One, and it does not look good at
Mm.
all.
No,
Which
yikes.
sucks. I feel bad for people who can't afford, the next hardware, because this game was shown off and like, yeah, targeted for PS4, Xbox One, and it just isn't the
Yeah.
experience people want, which sucks. But it does seem awesome when you're on a high-end PC or even
It
next
is.
gen. It's at least good.
It looks really incredible. Like the graphics alone is what has me hooked. Like just
Yeah,
how much there is to see and do, and like
and it'll get better once they have the full next gen versions next year.
yeah, like he was driving around and like whipped around a corner, and like this cop was there and threw its
Mhm.
sirens on, and he was like, "No, that they're not. That's not for me. They're not coming after me." And it like, which I thought was cool.
That
Like
is
that there's things
cool.
happening in the background,
Yeah.
just randomly, and
Which
I don't know.
which background did he pick? Street Kid,
Uh,
Corpo,
which time? The time that he got glitched in a mission and had to restart, or
the time that he's currently playing, the one he's currently playing,
what did your pick? Street Kid or Corpo?
or Nomad. I don't want Nomad, but
He picked the Corpo.
okay. I'm between Corpo
Yeah,
and Street
he.
Kid, but it's gonna be a while before I play it.
It's yeah. That's what I said when he asked me like, which one should I do? Those were my two choices.
Yeah, I want to start. I
Um,
was talking to Dylan. I want to start in the city. I want to be in Night City right away, and Nomad starts in the outskirts. It sounds like a game
yeah,
that if you want to, you can plow through it decently quick, like 20, 30 hours. So if you want to
yeah,
replay it and try these different origins, but then if you want to do the side quests, which is where the game shines on top of the main quest, it's like
yeah,
100 plus hours, which is totally sweet. So
yeah.
I'm
About it.
excited to play that when it's ready for me. When it's what I want it to be, which it will be.
It will. That's kind of what I said. I'll pick it up eventually. I have way too much going on, which we'll get to as
Right, yeah.
we know. I
This
haven't
might be a
left
longer
my.
show, which I'm totally fine with.
That's cool.
The next honorable mention, because I still have two left. You're done with your honorable mentions?
No, I have one more
Okay, okay.
because I went first. So after
Yeah,
yours,
yeah.
I have one more.
So my next honorable mention is Ghost of Tsushima.
That's mine.
All right, so let's talk about Ghost. Um, Ghost was great, but I did get burned down on it pretty quick. So side activities weren't. That's a lie. Some of the explorable activities weren't as great and got repetitive. The side quests specifically with the characters, those are actually really, really good and really well written, and like the combat's fun, the stealth's fun. I started to get burned out though, so I just mainlined it and finished the story, which I loved the story actually. I wasn't sure at first. I was actually enjoying the side stuff more, but then as I got deeper into the main story with Jin and his uncle, I forget his name, it gets really cool and the combat's really fun. And yeah, I do want to go back and try Legends. Maybe I'll download it on
Yeah.
PS5 when I have more time and we can play Legends together, because it sounds like Legends is really fun too, and it was a free 4-player co-op. They added a raid, and so there's a lot to do actually.
Cool.
But yeah, that game's beautiful. The soundtrack's great. The story was
Yeah.
great. It's just not as
It.
it's
It
not
didn't.
as long lasting in my head as the games in my top 5.
Yeah. It. I feel pretty much the same way. Like I liked it. I know we were all really into it, but
Hmm.
we all kind of fell off. I
Yeah.
fell off
Did
first.
you
I
didn't
think.
even finish it, right?
No, I think I got through like maybe the first
Okay.
main area.
Yeah, because you were
But
falling
like,
off, and that's around when I was starting to get burned out. I was like, I gotta plow because I'm not gonna come back, because
yeah,
that happens to me all the time.
which like it's fine. I feel like it kind of fell off a lot of people's radars for some reason.
Hmm.
It was a great game,
Hmm.
but just didn't hook me. And I think that the world was a little dry. Like it was beautiful,
Yeah,
but
like the
like
setting is great. They did a good
it
job
was
with
empty.
Japan.
it felt empty.
Besides the side story missions, a lot, like I can only follow so many foxes to a shrine,
Right. The
and it was
foxes,
a
the
lot of that.
birds. Like I wish it was a little more immersive, or there was more things to find
Hmm.
and craft and pick up.
Yeah,
Just because
more.
then it makes it seem like there's a reason for it being so big.
Yeah, more like the mysteries scattered all over, like in Valhalla. Like I think it
Yeah,
needed more of that,
yeah, just a couple things, but
which I'm sure a sequel that it sounds like they're doing, which I wouldn't be surprised because it's Sucker Punch's best game. Even though I
yeah,
like Infamous better, this game is great. But that's because I'm biased towards superhero anything. But that's a
fair.
me thing. All right, so we'll just go to my last one since that was your last one. Demon Souls, Blue Point's Demon Souls remake on PS5. The game is great. The only reason I feel like it would be in my top 5 if I played it more. So I've only beaten the first boss. So that was a launch title on PS5. So I'm bouncing between Miles Morales, Astro's Playroom, Demon Souls, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I feel like there's something else on this list. Miles Morales, did I say that?
I think so.
Okay. So I'm bouncing between all these games, and Demon Souls kind of fell to the wayside because I played Demon Souls before. I will get back to it. I think that's one I'm going to hit hard once I'm done with Assassin's Creed. But the game is beautiful. The game is fun. I'm better at Souls games than I used to be, which makes me feel good about it because those games are tough. But I'm excited to get back into that more, and that game needs to be talked about because it's great. So, yeah.
I've never played any of them, but
Bloodborne's still my
I'm
favorite,
always
but Bloodborne's a little faster and actiony,
maybe,
but it's still definitely hard.
maybe I have played that.
It was a
I
PlayStation
think
Plus
I might.
game at some point, and I told you to try
Yeah, I
it.
think I have it. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you gotta pound your face in for a few hours before you get okay
I
at
think
it.
that's why, because I tried. I think I remember talking about it, and I think I
Hmm.
remember trying, and no,
Yeah,
I was
it's
over
not for
it.
some people. It's definitely once you get into a loop, it's a satisfying loop, but it's a bit to get into, especially if you've never done it before.
Yeah.
All right, those are our honorable mentions for 2020 games. Let's get into our top 5 games of 2020. Do you still want to go first,
Um,
or do you want me to go first?
it doesn't matter.
All right, I'll go
All
first.
right, I'll
You go.
what?
I'll go first. Number
Yeah,
5.
go first. Yeah, do it up.
Spider-Man Miles Morales is my number 5 game of 2020. This 5 slot was a little tough because there are a lot of games like Valhalla was almost here, Fall Guys was almost here. I just deleted my honorable mention, so I already forgot what else was there. Ghost was almost here. Um, I think this would be honestly even higher on my list if it was just a little bit longer. And I'm one that's totally about shorter experiences that are great because the story was fantastic. So I feel like if
Yeah.
it was longer, it would be more floofy almost. But I just plowed through it so fast. You talked about how Chris beat it in like 2 days. I think it was a weekend for me because I was bouncing between a few other games. But it's so fun, and like Miles is so cool. The story with his mom, and the whole villain stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to spoil things. But
Yeah, man.
the
Good luck over that
combat,
shit.
I think, is a lot better. Not a lot better. They just add things to Spider-Man PS4's combat. So like Miles has the Venom powers and the stealth, and just
Mhm.
adding that to your combat is so much more satisfying on top of everything else. And the story is great, and talking about it makes me want to go back and play it because I do want to try and get the platinum, which means I have to play a new game plus. But yeah, I loved it. It's just more Spider-Man with enough added to make it
Yeah.
a different experience. So
I liked
yeah,
watching it. I liked watching him play it from the sidelines.
yeah, and Miles is cool
And
as shit.
following the
So
story and stuff. Like,
yeah,
they did a good job.
yeah, Miles is so cool. I just watched Into the Spider-Verse again last night. I had a virtual date with a girl, and she had never seen it, and she was cool with watching
Nice.
it. So that means
Good.
But yeah, that was a very good date, unrelated.
So,
Yeah. So what is your number 5 game?
are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I had to throw. I also struggled with like right around that 4, 5, 6 mark with like
Hmm.
what's gonna make it, what's not.
Yeah.
So I threw Genshin Impact right in there at
Oh
number 5.
shit. Okay, I was not expecting
Um,
that. I forgot about that game.
yeah,
They
like
just
I
had a big
remember when.
update, right?
Yeah, they added a whole new map, and 2 new characters. I haven't played in a hot minute, but
Yeah.
I still like think about it. Like I'm gonna go back to it. It's
You were hard
for a
into it.
free to play game. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And yeah, it had to make my list because I love it.
That's awesome. You were
Yeah,
playing it really because I tried it, and then the next day, you tried it and kept playing it, whereas I didn't.
yeah, I really like it, so I'll definitely be going back to it.
Yeah,
And that's why it's on my top five.
sweet, nice. All right, number 4. Okay, so my tough ones were 2 and 3, picking spots there. Number 4, Animal Crossing: New Horizons is my number 4 game
Mm,
of the year. I haven't played Animal Crossing since the summer, but that was definitely all I wanted to do for a solid 3 months. And
yeah,
yeah, it came out right when the pandemic quarantine hit hard. End of March, I
my
think.
birthday. I think it was right around my
Yeah, that's right.
birthday.
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
had your birthday party in Animal Crossing.
that's what's up. That's
Yes,
what's up. That's how you
I lived at
quarantine
my
bitches.
yeah, I lived at my old apartment when it came out. I remember.
Yeah,
But yeah, Animal Crossing's so
'cause
fun. I love Animal
we had
Crossing.
to move you on my birthday. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. I need to make shirts for next year.
um,
Um,
Sick. I actually Animal Crossing didn't even make my list.
really? Did you forget about it?
Yes and no. Like I
Okay.
knew it was there,
Yeah.
hovering, but it wasn't like there's a lot of new games on here. So
Yeah.
with how much I've
Recency
been
bias.
playing, yeah.
It's one of
So
those where I haven't wanted to go back. I figure if the Christmas stuff isn't drawing me back, I don't know if I will go back. Because I
yeah,
love Animal Crossing, but it's to the point, me and Dylan, I think me and you have talked about it too. It got to the point where I had so much I wanted to do and so much that I needed to do every day that it started to feel like work, and that's a weird thing to me. So it's like
yeah,
I need to go in, I need to pick all my fruit, I need to find all my fossils, I need to talk to everybody, I need to check the shop, and it's like they just started to feel like tasks that weren't fun at a certain point.
I
Which
get
for
that.
and I'm like,
Uh,
everyone has all these beautiful towns. I need to make mine beautiful. And I'm like, I don't know, I ain't got time for
yeah,
that.
but you just gotta do it, and that's my thing is I just pushed myself to do that, and that's why my island turned out nicely because I
And
was
my
like,
island's still
the
decent.
end result is gonna feel so good.
Yeah.
Um,
But I was like, this isn't fun, so I stopped. I stopped
that's
myself before I
understandable.
hated it because I love Animal Crossing and I don't want to be sour towards it.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's my number
that's
4.
legit. Oh, I didn't even say my number four.
Yeah, that's because I went first, so you're on yours
Oh,
now.
that's right. Godfall.
Okay, I
So,
was wondering if this is gonna. I almost bought this because it's on sale on Amazon right now, and I'm like, I don't have
yeah,
time for it. It might be on sale even more
it's so good. It was
when
a
I'm ready
quick
for it.
game, which I appreciated for how I loved the story. And there is like,
Yeah.
you only have really four characters the whole
Okay.
game. Like, not like that
That are
have
in the
voices,
story. Okay.
so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see if they do more because,
I know they're doing an expansion because one of the editions mentioned expansion
yeah,
one, which is
yep.
coming in 2021.
Which is why I bought, I think, the Ascended Edition. So, um,
Yeah, that's what I was looking at this morning because it was on sale for
yeah,
70, I think.
yeah. I just it was gorgeous. So I jumped from finished up Assassin's Creed and jumped into Godfall, and like
Hmm.
immediately I was like, this game looks a little better than Assassin's Creed in my opinion.
Well, it was
I think
straight up
because it was,
made for next gen.
yeah, it was smaller and it was so bright and
Hmm.
colorful, and like it was just
Yeah,
awesome.
I heard it was gorgeous, and I heard the combat was fun, and you talking about it really makes me want to play it. It
Yeah.
sounds like a game that I'm going to be super into.
And
So,
like, what did I call it? It's like a sexy Diablo.
yeah, that's
Like
what you said.
it's just you're like, yeah, first person, like whatever. God, it's so good.
Yeah, I'll have to pick it up eventually. I think once I'm done with Assassin's Creed, I need to figure out where I'm going to go. I'm probably going to go to Demon Souls as opposed to buying something else, but we'll see.
Well, you'll have to let me know because we can try to do a little co-op.
True, yeah, because you can play up to 3 players in that, right?
I think so. I haven't done it. I never even did a party thing. I just grinded it.
Yeah. All right, my number 3. I'm sure this is on your list. Last of Us Part 2 is my number 3 game.
Same spot.
Same spot for you? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get into Game Awards later, but Last of Us Part 2 cleaned up and won a shit ton, including Game of the Year. But I love The Last of Us Part 2. The only reason it's not higher on
hmm
my list is that I got bored with the gameplay. The gameplay was not repetitive, but the encounters and the stealth gameplay loop, I just kind of get sick of. Like, the story in general, I loved. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but Ellie and Abby and everything was great,
Mm-hmm.
and the way it went through everything was great. They had Eddie Vedder was playing Future Days, the song that Joel plays on his guitar. He played that at the Game Awards, which was really cool. Maybe got a little emotional. We're not going to talk about it. But I love Naughty Dog games. I like Uncharted more than The Last of Us, just because there's
Mm-hmm.
more variety to the combat and bigger set pieces and stuff like that.
It's not as dark, which I
Yeah,
also like in a game, is when
I,
it's not as
right.
grim all
I
the
think that's
time.
also a thing. There is one of my favorite scenes in video games is in The Last of Us Part 2 in the museum. So I won't get into detail about that.
No spoilers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I think so. I think so.
Okay. But yeah, Last of Us Part 2. Do you want to chime in on that?
I didn't really get emotional, like even through the whole, like through and through the whole thing.
Really?
I almost wish, I don't wish, no, I don't want this to be a thing, but I almost in my mind, like I would have appreciated it just as much if it was like an animated short film. Like
Okay.
that's how it felt, where like I got burned out
It was too long, I
with
think.
repetition. Yeah, it dragged on. At least,
It's like twice the length of the first Last of Us.
well, and like with how they broke it up between playable characters,
Hmm.
I almost wish they would have thrown another one in there or done something else, because it was the same thing from both aspects,
Hmm. Yeah.
and that's why it got burned out where it felt cool. But
Yeah, the story in general is great. I don't think it needed
yeah,
to be
always.
as long. They could
Yeah,
have done all that story with, maybe like 5-10 hours less.
yeah.
less
But
less
I
chunky encounters.
I don't know, I didn't get emotional during it.
There were there's at least one part. Uh, there were a couple parts. It's not I love the first Last of Us I still prefer to this one, but this one is still great and a great continuation of characters and spinning things on their head, and all the characters are great. I love Ellie and Dana? What's her name?
Dina.
Dina's relationship?
Dina was amazing. Yes, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Dina.
So we'll see.
Now,
I'm curious what Naughty Dog's gonna do next. I want them to make a new IP before they do The Last of Us Part 3, but I'm not gonna say no if they announce Last of Us Part 3 as their next game. I'm like, you know what, Naughty
see,
Dog, I'm done. That's not gonna be a thing.
I want them to leave it alone for a while and let it cool off, because I feel like,
That's why I hope they do something else first.
yeah, because like it was so big and obviously it took the show. Um,
Hmm.
but
Naughty Dog wins Game of the Year all the time.
I just wish they would leave it for a long time, like they're doing with Elder Scrolls, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think it's either going to be their next game or 2 games from now.
Yeah,
So
it's
I don't
coming
think they're going to
sooner
leave it.
because it's
Yeah,
next gen. Why wouldn't they pump it for next gen? That,
right. But I
before.
think they'll wait. I hope they wait and do something else first. They're not going to do Uncharted because they're done with Uncharted. I think Sony is going to make more Uncharted games. I think they're going to have a different studio,
Yeah.
maybe work with Naughty Dog to do it, because that's too big of a franchise to not make more games in. But I'm excited to see what Naughty Dog does that's not an existing franchise. Like a new IP from them would be amazing. They haven't had a
That would
new
be
IP
sick.
since The Last of Us. It's just been Uncharted and Last of Us since
Yeah.
PS3, which isn't bad because all those games are amazing.
Amazing.
All right.
Amazing.
So my number 2 game. This was a late entry, not like a yesterday entry, but Hades is my number 2 game of the year on Switch.
Nice.
Hades is so fucking cool and so awesome. I knew it was great because it had been in early access on PC for at least a year, if not 2 years. It exited early access. They finally finished the content they want in it for the story and everything, and it came out on Switch. I waited to pick it up because I had watched streams of it and it seemed really cool, but I just didn't know if it was what I wanted. But it's so cool, and the story is done in a different way. You're just talking to different gods and characters, and that's how you upgrade yourself on your runs. Because how it works is you do a run, you're trying to escape. You're Hades' son. You're trying to escape the underworld, and when you die, you reset, but you have so many permanent upgrades and different weapons you can try as you go, and there's so much different dialogue for the different gods who are around just in the underworld before you start your runs. It's just so cool, and I love the Greek mythology too, so it's just a cool take on these Greek mythological characters who have this relationship with their nephew, because he's Hades' son. and it's so fun to play. The gameplay is like one of the most fun games I've ever played, and the variety in it is fantastic. It's great. So Hades, number 2.
Cool. I have yet to play it, but I remember stopping by to watch you play it,
You
and
should probably pick it up at some point. I hope it comes to PS5 or something. I would definitely buy it again and start it again.
yeah,
Yeah.
sick. So my 1 and 2 are like more like 1 and 1, like they're tied. Like I really couldn't
Okay.
break it, and they're vastly different. They're not even close to being similar. You can probably guess which 2 they are since they haven't been on my list yet.
Okay.
Um, so it was a toss-up between Temtem and Assassin's Creed.
Okay. See, I knew one was going to be Assassin's Creed. I didn't know if Temtem was enough yet to be on your list.
Yeah, I'm almost done with it. Like I'm almost done with what they've done.
Well, I don't need to rush and play it then if you're almost done.
No, like it's cool. Like I have been collecting some Temtems that you might like to
Okay.
use.
Sweet.
So I have a bunch to trade. There's a ton of side quests. Like I did most of the main stuff that I could,
Mhm.
and now I'm trying to clean up the rest. But I love it. Like I keep reminding myself that it's grindy for a reason because it's an MMO. It's not
Right, like it's meant to
an
keep being
RPG
played.
meant like Pokemon. It's meant to keep you there and give you a reason. And
Right. And I think that's why I'm excited to get into it, because I haven't played it much at all. I'm still not to the first town. I've just caught some Temtem and I've been grinding in the grass and stuff like that. But I like the idea. I was thinking about Pokemon this morning and how a new Pokemon game I like, but I don't like starting over constantly. So I like the idea of this where you're not ever really starting over.
yeah,
There would just be more content. You'd be leveling up more. And that
Yeah.
excites me.
like that seems like exactly what it is. You can get to I think four of the 6 islands in total.
Okay.
So like I've done all 4, and they're big, and there's a lot of stuff. We can get more into detail about that game in particular later if you want, or
Okay.
now.
We can get into it when we talk about what we've been
Okay.
playing.
But it was tied with Assassin's Creed because Assassin's Creed was awesome. Obviously, I got the platinum in
Yeah, you
just
did
over
everything.
105 hours.
Damn.
Um,
What did
yeah,
I
I
just
don't know.
do?
It's just great. It was
I
well
just
done.
finished the King Oswald quest. We can get into that more later too.
Nice. But those are my 1 and 2.
Those are your
Like,
your
they're-
1 and 2.
Yeah.
You can't split them.
No, like I'm struggling because they're so different.
Yeah, they are extremely different. Not the same at all.
Literally not.
All right. My number 1 game, I'm sure you know this because I've talked about it, is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Still number 1. It was my favorite game to come out when it came out in April, I think it came out. I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII specifically is one of my favorite games of all time, and this remake was so well done. Like, the characters are great. Obviously, they expanded them a lot more because this isn't the full game of the original Final Fantasy VII. It's just the Midgar portion, which is maybe a third of the original game. And just they expanded on the characters made me love everyone even more than I already did. The combat they changed for the better. It's not turn-based like the old one used to be. It's action combat, but done with you can freeze time if you want to, so you can still control the flow of battle and plan out your attacks. Oh, it's so fun. And the soundtrack is so great, and I was thinking about it yesterday, and I don't know if it plays better on PS5, but I really want to play it again because I love it, and I was listening to the soundtrack last night. It's just great. Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you've never played Final Fantasy anything, you should play this because it's great. I keep telling you to play it.
That's me. I know that's me. I've never played any of them, so
It's so good. I love
we'll
it.
see. We'll see.
Yeah.
There's so much to play right now.
So my game of the year, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Nice.
Kool-Aid's number 1 is still Overwatch, even though that didn't come out this year.
I feel like it'll always be Overwatch.
Yeah, until God of War Ragnarok comes out. I think his game of the year goes Overwatch, Overwatch, God of War, Overwatch, Overwatch.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe
Cuphead
that.
maybe in there somewhere.
I'd bet money on it.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are our games of the year.
Yes.
Do I have anything I want to mention on here? Let's talk about the Game Awards awards. I'm just going to fly through this list because I don't think we need to super focus on it. If there's one you want to chime in on, Let's do it. I'm not even going to go through all of them. I'm just going to go from the top. So, Last of Us Part 2 crushed it. Game of the Year, Best Art Direction, Best Narrative, Best Audio Design. I think Laura Bailey won for voice acting as Abby. Innovation to Accessibility, Best Action Adventure Game. Yeah, so those were all Last of Us Part 2. Then Best Art Direction, Ghost of Tsushima. Best Score / Music, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Legit. Games for Impact, Tell Me Why. I don't remember what that game is. Best Ongoing Game, No Man's Sky. I know that caught us off guard.
Which blows my mind.
It made sense for how much you see that community with that game and how much they've changed it. There's a full-on PS5 version of that game. And if you have the PS4 version, you can get it. So I kind of want to pop it in. I need to start over anyways because they've changed so much that all my shit's useless since I played it when it was new. Best Indie Game, Hades. Legit. Best Debut Game, Phasmophobia, which I still want to play. Best Mobile Game, Among Us. Best Community Support, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. And then Action Game, Hades. RPG, Final Fantasy VII. Family Game, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Fighting Game, Mortal Kombat. Yeah. So, legit. Any of those you want to focus on or discuss further?
Let's discuss the most anticipated.
Ooh, most anticipated. Did I even say that?
No.
Hey, it's Overwatch, God of War, Cuphead, then Overwatch. Overwatch, lol. That's what cool is this. He'll play Phasmophobia with us. I know Dylan has it, and I want to play it. Do you know what Phasmophobia is, Ryan?
I have no idea.
So you're basically kind of ghost hunters. You have these like EKG monitors and stuff like that, and you're going through houses trying to get this ghost to show up and get evidence of ghosts. And it seems really fun and really cool. It's in early access on PC right now. I want to play it and do some streams of it and stuff like that. Where the fuck is most anticipated game? Am I just blind on this list? What is the most anticipated game, Ryan? Because I can't find it.
Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, that From Software game. Now, I don't know if you're gonna like Elden Ring. Do you know what you're getting into with Elden Ring?
Vaguely.
Okay, it's probably gonna be like Dark Souls.
That's cool with me.
But when did that game get announced? Was it E3 2019?
2 years ago?
If I
No, I think it was the year before.
2018? I don't think it was that long ago. The same year God of War came out? Gets announced.
'Cause I thought we just got like a little snippet.
When was it first announced? 2019. E3 2019.
Oh, weird. All right.
But that's the only time it was shown. So it's been over a year since we've seen anything.
Yeah. I saw that it was most anticipated, and I really appreciated that it's still in the running, still in people's field of vision. So
Right.
we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, I'm hoping that. I mean, because of everything, and there's not huge events, it's all online events. I'm hoping that's something that just gets announced, and then 3 months later it comes out. I think it could be one of those games. Not gets announced, gets re-revealed, and they actually show gameplay, and they're like, "This is coming out in August or something."
Yeah.
I hope that happens. I hope it's not.
See.
I hope it's just not straight up like Dark Souls. I don't think it will be because their last game, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, was From Software's last game, which I am awful at because it's very much opposite of Dark Souls, where it's still tough, but tough in completely different ways, which means I'm trash at it.
That means I wouldn't be even more trash.
No, it's apparently it's easier to get into if you've never really played Dark Souls, because I have all these Dark Souls habits, and you have to unlearn those habits to get better at this game. So you probably get better at it faster than I would be.
Maybe we'll check that out.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get into some announcements. So Game Awards are cool. They're even more cool because there's like new world reveal announcements always in the show. I'm going to pull... How long is this trailer? Okay, so they opened the show with this. They said there was going to be a new Smash character announced. And I didn't expect... Lately I haven't been like super stoked for Smash characters. And this is one that I've wanted. I mean, I'm biased as fuck for this, so. But it still surprised me. So, Sephiroth's music kicks in. Who's the villain from Final Fantasy VII, if you don't know. And Cloud's in Final Fantasy. So, or in Final Fantasy, of course. Cloud's in Smash, which when he got added, it was one of those things that you never thought would happen. So this is cool as shit. I haven't bought any Smash DLC characters for Smash Ultimate, because we rarely play it. Because, you know, no one ever wants to play with me.
Oh yeah, you know, some people like to feel good when they play video games.
Yeah, that's fair. So I will definitely at least buy Sephiroth. I told myself I'd just go in and buy all the characters at some point. I think it would be like $50 for me to buy all the DLC. Because there's still 3 more characters coming in this Fighter Pass. Sephiroth's the 3rd out of 6 for Fighter Pass 2. But that's exciting as shit. They opened the show. That was the first announcement. I'm like, fuck yeah. This trailer is also very cool. We'll watch this whole one. So this is the new game from the Initiative, which is a Microsoft first-party studio that they opened in 2018. So they haven't had any games yet. There's been rumors what they've been working on, which I think this was one of the rumors.
I remember when everything changed. The floods.
What's happening? Where's the land going?
The
Going back in
fires.
time?
People
so.
dying in the streets. The corporations gave us solutions. A better world. And we welcomed them into our lives.
So when I first saw this trailer, right now I still had no idea what this game is.
But the laws of nature
Like, not even a
aren't
guess.
meant to be broken.
Seems like some kind of
We
intel.
need to know what they're hiding.
Oh. That's not good. What the fuck is happening?
Did you find the answers?
It makes me want to be a drone in a
Agent
VR
Dark.
game. Because that would be
Not yet.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning.
So it wasn't until they say Agent Dark that I had any idea.
Oh! Fuck, I knew this one. Yeah, I saw an article for this one. That is gonna be sick.
It's gonna be cool as shit. So
Yeah.
Perfect Dark, if you don't know, was a first-person shooter made by Rare on N64. It was their sequel to GoldenEye, basically.
So long ago. Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
So they made GoldenEye, which was a revolutionary first-person shooter at the time, but then the James Bond license was too expensive, so they made Perfect Dark as a pseudo-sequel, and Joanna Dark is who you play as. She's like a kick-ass agent and everything like that. That one's great. They also made Perfect Dark Zero, which was a rough development cycle. So it was originally announced, I think, for the GameCube, but then Microsoft bought Rare, so then it moved to an Xbox exclusive, but then it got delayed, and it was an Xbox 360 launch title.
It's a mess.
But it looks like an old game, and it's not that great, and that's the last
Yeah.
time we've seen Perfect Dark.
I remember liking it.
I played Perfect Dark on N64 a lot. The multiplayer is
Right.
super fun.
It's like we went from blowing in our video game cartridges to now we
Mhm.
have can interchange the fucking controllers off of it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm stoked for this. This is going to be really cool, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Microsoft to have some exclusives that I want to play. With
Mhm.
that coming, with Fable coming in a few years. Why the narrator sound like Mark Hamill? I don't know. It did sound a little bit like him. But that was
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
dope.
Yeah. So hopefully that game's not that far off since that studio's been open since 2018. I don't know if that's why they
Yeah.
opened or if they settled on a project not that long ago. But that game will be sweet, hopefully. The next one, is this the gameplay trailer? I don't want to watch the cinematic trailer. So Back for Blood got a good unveiling. This is the game that's kind of a sequel to Left 4 Dead. It's made by Turtle Rock Studios, who made Left 4 Dead, and they also made Evolve, and they switched back to making a co-op zombie game because that's what people want from them. So they finally did. The gameplay's not here though. Did you ever play Left 4 Dead?
Yeah, fuck yeah. My brother
Okay.
and my brother-in-law and I used to play, if we weren't playing not zombies, which that's my general term for all Call of Duty zombies, future reference.
Just zombies. Yeah, see,
Just
Kool-Aid's in
zombie,
for Back
not
4 Blood.
zombies.
I figured he would be, so.
Yeah, we played Left 4 Dead hard, like just all the time. Like,
I didn't play it that much because I didn't have an Xbox. I played it on PC some, but not as much as I wanted to, I think.
It's good. I'm stoked for this. Which that's also why I like that one game,
World War Z?
Earthfall. Um,
Earthfall?
that kind of yeah, Earthfall. It was like aliens instead of zombies.
Oh, is that called Earthfall?
I remember dabbling. It was really cool. It was pretty simplified, but that's
Okay.
one. It was dirt cheap. It was like a couple bucks to pick up.
Okay.
So if you're ever down, if we're ever chilling, we should pop it in and check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that. Did you watch the gameplay for Back 4 Blood?
No, I did not.
Alright, we're gonna watch that. Because they started with a cinematic trailer, but then they showed gameplay after, which is honestly gameplay's king. That's what you want to see. It seems very similar to Left 4 Dead, in a great way, obviously.
Ready?
Just smart. That's a smart choice.
Yeah,
Keep
so
it.
you have your safe rooms like this.
Ah, damn. Here we go.
The characters seem like they have a lot of dialogue, which I like, and have their own characteristics and unique to each other as far as dialogue goes, which is sweet.
God, I haven't played a good fucking zombie horde game in a long time.
Yeah. World War Z is pretty good. I had fun with that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, but like, God, it makes me want to do it. It
But
feels
just
so
this,
good, so
this
satisfying.
running on like a PS5 with friends.
Especially with the chat we have now in the controller.
Yeah.
So nice.
I mean, I still use a headset most of the time. But then you have these giant zombies. So there's, I don't even know if you call that a zombie. This giant creature.
Cover me. Reloading. Hey, Tully.
Did somebody kill the creature, or are we just running from it? Okay.
I think you're just running. I think you're trying to kill it, but also running from it.
Well, yeah, you can't turn your back on the zombies.
Yeah. See, the bitch is in for this too. I feel like we're gonna have a whole crew, which is awesome.
It's 4, still only
It's
4.
4, yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know if they're gonna have a mode like in Left 4 Dead where people can play as zombies and you switch off between zombies
Yeah.
and survivors.
Well,
Which I
it's
know
even like,
Kool-Aid
even
loved
if
the
we
shit
have,
out of that.
6 or 7 of us, we can make a friendly competition. You know, we do in 2 groups play game, and
Yeah.
then
I mean, theoretically, probably no more than 4 of us are gonna be online at the same time. So
right. Every so often we get lucky.
yeah,
I'm almost always online. I just haven't. I'm usually in offline mode.
right. June 22nd. So that's
Cool.
enough time for y'all to get PS5s. We should be able to play together either way, even if you're playing on PS4.
June 22nd. I'm gonna start making lists.
Cool, it'll be better at making time for this. That's good. I mean, by that time, hopefully the bitch can get his hands on a PS5 because he's been trying real hard.
I mean, we could try and snag one at Walmart one day if you come up and pick it up.
He lives in North Carolina.
Yeah, just drive up and grab it.
I mean,
we see him come in.
We
by
could
the
ship
pallet
it
full
to
of
him, but I also
beer.
feel a little risky shipping it to him, you know?
Well, there was an article about a UPS driver who didn't deliver someone's PS5. Like, what?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, would Kool-Aid come pick one up? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, we see them all the time. Like,
We're not getting any
Wouldn't be
till
that
after
hard.
Christmas now, though. But
but if we do, you just be like, Ryan, go to lunch, buy this PS5.
oh my god. Okay, did you see this? Holy shit! I forgot about this. I don't think I'm excited for this in the way that I want to play it, but I'm excited to see how it's gonna go down. There's no audio, but do you see what's happening here?
Unfortunately, Arc 2.
Yeah, with Vin Diesel. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Doesn't he sing now too, or some shit?
He does. Did you listen to? Okay, his song is a fucking really good, actually.
I know, but
Yes.
it's because he's a gay man. Like,
Isn't he
What do you think?
bisexual? I thought.
I mean,
Why is there no audio? There we go.
yeah, I did see that. I've never played Arc. I've always really wanted to so bad.
Okay, well, Ark
Um,
has never been about the campaign.
It's time to go.
hmm
So I don't know if this is going to be the same Ark survival multiplayer, but then have a campaign with Vin Diesel. If the campaign's cool, I'll probably play it.
Well, now that there's going to be Arc 2, I might pick it up just because I have wanted to play it, and like, they're obviously doing something right that it's happening. You know, they're continuing it. So
You need to just get rid of your Rock brother biases and start watching Fast and Furious movies with us.
I'll work on it.
They don't actually show any gameplay. It's just a CG trailer where they're fighting and
Yeah.
stuff. Now, to be fair, Vin Diesel's been in good video games before. The Chronicles of Riddick video games,
Mhm.
really fun video games, and he's in those. Now,
No,
the
I-
Fast and Furious video game that came out this year, not a good video game.
Mm. Well,
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to watch. There's a Fall Guys Season 3. They showed a little Outriders, but that wasn't anything good. Oh, shit, I forgot about this. I don't know if this game's going to be good, but I'm going to play it.
I had a real life once. I had a wonderful girlfriend, Linda. Together we drove to a small cabin in the mountains. Necronomicon Ex
I
Mortis.
play the shit out of Evil Dead games, even if they're
of the
not good.
dead.
oh no.
It actually
It
looks
seems
good.
an
And
archaeologist
Saber
took
Interactive's
on
made
Yeah.
good shit. They made
to
the
translate and
Friday the
study
13th
his
game,
latest find.
the Predator
It
game.
was never meant for the world of the living. The book awoke something dark in the woods.
So I don't know if this is going to be co-op
took
like
Linda.
those, or competitive like those.
And then it came for me.
But Bruce Campbell's voice in Ash, which fuck yeah, and that's the girl from the show.
Dude, I'm getting some, whatchamacallit, Left 4 Dead vibes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that game will at least be decent, and it'll at least be
Yeah.
funny because Bruce Campbell's voicing Ash.
I'll be picking that up.
Yeah. So I assume it has the Xbox opening and closings, but it's Saber Interactive, so maybe it's a timed exclusive for Xbox. Maybe it's coming out on everything. There's a good chance of that. So we'll see. That's next year as well. There's Outriders. There's Evil Dead. Oh shit! We need to watch this because Kool-Aid's watching. This is the only reason I'm playing this trailer right now.
What trailer?
Because he probably didn't see it. This is legit the one that you played in Beat Kool-Aid Remade. You'll recognize the scenes, obviously.
I don't know what's happening right now.
There's a specific boss fight they show in this trailer that made me think of you struggling with this game.
It looks intense.
It's one of the hardest video games. This fight, I remember Kool-Aid. That like worm, that green worm thing. Or whatever the fuck it was.
I don't think I would have the patience.
Yeah. So my dad had that on his homemade arcade cabinet he had, and it's one of the hardest video games ever. You can only get hit like twice, and then you're dead, and you got to restart. But Kool-Aid beat it, and it was very frustrating for him to beat it, but it was very entertaining. But you actually have to beat the game twice to beat it, and he was like,
What?
"Fuck that!" Yeah, you get to the end. I don't remember what it was, but the guy's like, "Oh, you gotta do it all again with gold armor or some shit like that." And yeah, it's fucking insane.
Gross.
All right, well, you got to fill time because I really have to pee, and we're not done with the show.
Oh,
So,
yeah. What kind of time am I going to fill?
I just have to pee, so I don't know, 2
What
minutes.
should I talk about?
Talk about-
I could talk about Temtem,
Yeah, do that.
you know. Temtem's amazing, so... Okay, wait, I'll just ask Ben, like, so this game, it's just a side-scroller that is going to piss me off, is kind of what I'm getting out of that? No, thank you. For anyone out there who is a huge Pokemon fan, I recommend picking up Temtem. If you haven't heard of it, it's basically like a grown-up Pokemon MMO. I actually just found in the settings there's a profanity filter that you can turn off, so the NPCs and stuff will start swearing a little bit. It's pretty legit. You can also run around in just your underwear if you so please. But yeah, it's dope. I don't even know how many hours I put into it. I wonder if I can look it up. It's still in early access, so don't get too excited if you're going to play it. But it's good. It's like everything you want from... I think it's on PS4. Yeah, because I think it might just be PlayStation access right now. Yeah, there's early access on PS4, so you should be able to pick it up. It's like $30 right now.
All right, how's the Temtem talk? Did you explain
not
what
good. I
Temtem
just
was
lied.
to Kool-Aid?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like a grown-up Pokemon MMO, but it's not on PS4. I think they dropped it.
No, it's only on PS5 and PC
PS5.
right now.
Yeah, they're gonna probably bring it to the Switch instead of PS4 and Xbox.
Okay.
I was just saying that there is a profanity filter in your settings menu.
Someone said
that
hell
you
yeah
can-
to me today that I battled.
Well, I turned it off because it's on. I think it's on automatically.
I think that's just for chat though, not for the story.
I don't know. Some people are saying ass now. Like I'm noticing.
I mean, a girl
What
did
is-
say hell yeah to me.
Yeah, and they reference. What did she say? Somebody was so and so is an ass or something. I think it was his girl's boyfriend. I don't know. I love it. I love it so much.
All right, I'm looking through the rest of the stuff. I don't know if there's anything. So there was a Dragon Age trailer, still no gameplay. BioWare announced that game like 2 years ago. That's still coming, I guess. I'm gonna be salty towards BioWare for a few seconds. They also showed off a cool teaser for Mass Effect continuing, which we already knew. They said they were working on early stages of a Mass Effect. I don't like that BioWare's announcing games early as fuck. Also, a bunch of people are leaving BioWare, so I pulled this other article from Kotaku. Mass Effect and Dragon Age leads leave BioWare. This is from like a week or so before the Game Awards. Their general manager and executive producer are leaving the studio. So the last good game BioWare made was Dragon Age Inquisition. So I don't know if they can still make really good games like they used to. I'm excited.
You never know.
I'm excited for the next Dragon Age and the next Mass Effect, but I'm not going to buy them right away unless I'm convinced they're good. I mean, I had fun with Anthem, but that game's like just okay.
Yeah. It was definitely missing a few.
Yeah. Oh, they showed the new Among Us map, which looks cool. There's the Mass Effect teaser. Did you see the new Returnal gameplay?
No.
All right, let's watch that because Returnal looks cool as shit. Do you remember what this game is?
Mm-mm.
It's the Housemarque PS5 exclusive, where you play as this cool middle-aged lady, and when you die, you kind of respawn again.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think there's a release date now, which is good. It's like early 2021. Maybe spring.
Traditional.
It's not just a white dude with a beard.
Yeah, or a white girl with huge tits.
Yeah. Yeah, that story was less about, her trailer was less about story and more just about the gameplay. March 19th, so that's pretty soon. So we're getting that in March. When is Outriders coming out? February?
February 2nd? Is it the early February?
That would be sweet.
I think it was early February.
And then I assume Ratchet and Clank is going to be in the first 6 months of the year. So there's going to be some good games coming for next gen, which is cool. Then what else do we have? I don't know if there's anything else I want to show that got unveiled that was really cool. I can't remember if...
February 2nd.
Oh shit, that's really soon actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I don't think that trailer was super cool. Is there any news-wise? I pulled both of these articles from IGN, by the way. I did not mention that. I'm sorry.
I'm on IGN right now, creeping through some of these announcement trailers, like Century, Age of Ashes looks cool.
That one looks like it could be cool, but it still looks really early. It looks like a big world that I don't know if is going to be full enough of stuff that I want to do.
Yeah. No, other than that, I mean, I don't... Did Sony just buy something? Yes.
Like a studio?
They bought that anime. Crunchyroll?
Did they officially buy it? I know they were in talks to.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Did they actually buy Crunchyroll?
I'm pretty sure I just saw it.
Let's see. Buys Crunchyroll for $1.2 billion. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be good though. Like, I feel like that's gonna be really good for Sony.
Yeah, it would be cool if they maybe integrated into some sort of subscription on PlayStation. I don't know if they will, but agree to sell Crunchyroll to Funimation, so now all the anime can maybe consolidate into one streaming service.
That's sick. That's so good for Sony.
That would be cool. The biggest thing for that is maybe I can finally choose which anime thing to subscribe to watch Dragon Ball Super, because I loved Dragon Ball historically, but I haven't watched it in a long time. That's really the only anime I super have gotten into.
Oh, yeah, that's like the most exciting
sweet
news I've seen.
Yeah, I didn't really pull any other news. There was nothing crazy.
Yeah.
What do I have anything else listed? Well, I guess let's just get into what you've been playing. You've been playing lots of Temtem, right?
Yeah, as we know, I think we talked about, I platinumed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Very satisfying. I've platinumed the trilogy now. Which
I will not platinum that.
Myself. Godfall, I'm 5 trophies away from a platinum. It's just really grindy, but worth
that's what
it.
you said, right? That's something when I get it, you can work on those grindy trophies when I'm there.
Yeah, fuck yeah. No, seriously. And then, yeah, Temtem. Also a little grindy, but worth it. Like, you're doing things, you're doing shit, you're evolving shit, you're working on shit. And I know as an MMO, grinding with my Temtems is like, there's a point. There's going to be more for this game. It's going to be ongoing. So
yeah, I assume they're going to be adding Temtem,
yeah.
adding areas, all this kinds of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I have been playing Assassin's Creed primarily. It's been lots of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Played Overwatch for the first time in forever last week.
Nice.
With was me, Kool-Aid, and Dylan. The bitch was gonna get in on it, but his PS4 doesn't read discs anymore, so that sucks.
Cool.
So he couldn't play with us. It's just been lots of Assassin's Creed and a little bit of Temtem. I'm probably gonna play lots of video games today. Packers don't play till like 3, so probably gonna play video games before and after that until there's a stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a Philly cheesesteak casserole and then probably play Temtem.
I'm gonna make some nachos. I got some taco meat in the fridge already made. Bought some chips. Let's get into some other nerdy talk quick, because I found a funny tweet that I wanted to bring up. Did you see any of the now we're getting out of video games, did you see any of the Disney Investor Day announcements with all the Marvel shows and the Star Wars shows and everything?
Yeah, I've heard about several things. I haven't looked at it, an exhausted list, but...
Okay, I'm more excited about the Marvel shit, obviously, because I'm a fucking superhero stan. Did you see that a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special got announced that James Gunn is doing?
Nice. No.
Yeah, I think it's like in the vein of the Star Wars special from back in the day. Let's see the Marvel announcements. They announced a bunch of shows as well, and movies. They showed a trailer for Loki, which if you didn't watch is very cool. And there was another trailer for Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is coming in March. It was release date for that in March. I don't know what the release date was for Loki. WandaVision's coming January 15th, which we already knew. Oh, Loki's in May. Oh yeah, May 2020. Shit. The What If trailer, which is that animated What If show that they're doing, which is based off of the MCU. So it's like, what if Sharon Carter was Captain America, and it's getting all the voice actors, all the actors from the MCU to revoice these characters. And there was one in the trailer where T'Challa, Black Panther, is Star-Lord instead, which is cool as shit. So I'm very excited for that. They showed a little bit of the Miss Marvel show, live action show that's coming, which is very cool, especially because I know more about Miss Marvel now from the Avengers video game. They're doing a Ironheart show, which is the genius girl who is kind of the new Iron Man in the comics. So I'm excited to see that, how they're going to do that in vein of like Tony Stark and everything that's happened with that. They announced an Armor Wars show with Don Cheadle as War Machine, which is cool. Excited for that. They announced a Secret Invasion show with Nick Fury being Samuel Jackson again, and then Ben Middleston from Captain Marvel as the Skrull. Curious what that's all going to be about. Then, what else? They talked about the Moon Knight show at very vagueness, because no one's casting that. Who the fuck knows what that's about? Besides Moon Knight. Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, we talked about that. The She-Hulk show they talked about. Mark Ruffalo's going to be in it as Hulk, and Tim Roth is coming back as whatever the fuck villain he played in the Incredible Hulk movie from 12 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit, though.
There was something... They confirmed that Christian Bale is the villain in Thor Love and Thunder. He's playing Gore the God Butcher, which is going to be dope as shit. It's Taika Waititi and everyone from the Thor Ragnarok team back, which is amazing. There was something else I thought. Oh, Captain Marvel 2. Miss Marvel's going to be in that as well. And they announced the director. I forget who she is. But she seemed really cool from when I read about her and her history and stuff like that. So lots of cool Marvel shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
They announced some different Star Wars shows too. The only other announcement I'm really going to get into is because I have a funny tweet about it, is that they're doing a Buzz Lightyear movie based off the real Buzz Lightyear that the toy is based off of, and Chris Evans is voicing the real Buzz Lightyear. Like, he's not the toy, he's the spaceman. And somebody that I follow tweeted, he's a comedy writer, And he said, Chris Evans pushed Tim Allen off a roof, and now he's the new Buzz Lightyear. And that made me laugh really hard. So I'm excited for that. I love Chris Evans. I love Toy Story in general. So I'm stoked for that. Oh shit, we didn't even show the part in the Smash Bros trailer where Sephiroth fucking straight up kills Mario. Did you see that?
No.
Oh my god. I need to find it. Holy shit. He doesn't actually kill him, but the angle... Obviously, he doesn't actually kill Mario. But the angle that they showed it makes it look like he does until they pan over, kind of a thing. Oh, fuck. That's not the right one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where is it? I don't think I saved it. Oh, they also... Oh, here we go. Okay. This image from it was in the trailer. And it's straight up fucking Sephiroth stabbing Mario, like, through the chest.
Damn it.
Yeah, but then they pan around and his sword's, like, under his overall, and he doesn't actually kill him, obviously. But it was brutal as fuck and so cool to see. And then there were so many memes made off of it. One of the people were like, this imagery should have come with a warning. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think
that's
good memes.
Cool as shit though.
Yeah.
All of everything. That image, it makes me happy. I want it as a background, but
somebody made one where they would have killed him if it was Luigi. Yes. I mean, Luigi did straight up get killed by Simon Belmont in one of the Smash reveal trailers, I remember. Something like that. And then someone made a Photoshop where they just chopped Mario out of it. So people were Photoshopping other things into it. So this one's from Trover Saves the Universe. God, dude, I was just asking for directions. It seems like a real overreaction here. And it's just Trover stabbed through the chest by Sephiroth. Do you see? Are you frozen? No, your fan's still spinning.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
reading. Actually, I'm really excited about some of these things that I'm reading.
What
like,
are you reading?
There's going to be an Alien TV show based off of the movies.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah. There's going to be a spin-off series of Ice Age, that animated movie.
Okay.
Spin-off movie, a Disney Plus spin-off movie starring the Weasel character from the series. So there's going to be spin-off series.
Oh, here's another solid meme from Sephiroth killing Mario.
Chris Hemsworth and Will Smith are doing individual shows for National Geographic.
I thought you were gonna, say some Men in Black shit that I was gonna get excited about.
No.
So less excited.
No, that's cool as shit though. Fuck, that's really exciting.
Yeah. So that's all the shit I got.
Yeah,
for
that's today. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else. Just the huge, man. Gaming all the time.
Video games are cool. Play Final Fantasy VII Remake if you haven't. Anybody, because it's amazing. My game of the year 2020.
Shit, I still gotta get into Immortals.
No, you gotta play Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ryan. Did you listen to anything I just said?
I do listen.
I'm playing your game of the year. I'm playing both of your games of the year.
What? Yeah, see? It's because, they're new. They just came out.
Well, Temtem's not that new. It's new to PlayStation.
I mean, kind of. It's awesome. I just want to grind it.
Play Hades
I also want to finish Godfall. I got a platinum Godfall. I got to do it.
You don't have to.
I'm 5 trophies away.
Yeah, but they're like long-ass trophies.
Ridiculous.
I see trophies like that, and that's when I'm like, I'm probably not platinum in this game. Or it'll be one
tough.
like Diablo 3, where there's some grindy ones, and will get them eventually. It was my longest to platinum, because you can track that now. I think it was like, I don't know, like 800 days it took me to platinum that game from when I first played it, because the grindy ones I just didn't want to do right away.
See, I wonder if I can do the part that I have to grind, if we can do that co-op, because that would be... Basically, one of the trophies is the level cap is 50, and you have to fight enemies over the level cap.
Okay.
So like when you get to this level 50 in this tower, they're going to be higher than the level cap.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, fuck, like I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Yeah, that would be better with more people for sure.
So I wonder if I can do that co-op.
All right. Well, where can everyone find you?
Yeah.
If they want to see your face, your beautiful
face.
Yeah,
you can find me
your dog's face,
Dark Siren 89. Dark Siren. That's Siren with a Y.
Yeah. You need to use Instagram
everywhere.
more. That's all I use. I use Instagram and Twitter.
Instagram. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm LRD.
Find me everywhere, but
on Twitter and Instagram. Laird Brandon on Twitch. If you search Laird Brandon on YouTube, you'll find videos of Brandon Laird, the baseball player, and me, Laird Brandon. Well, thanks everyone for watching. This has been Game Talk. We will be live again at some point when we line up our schedules to do another show. So
Walmart.
Stay tuned to YouTube and Twitter.
Yes.
I love everyone watching and everyone tuning in. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.